So let's start with "For the Love of George," which is the title track of the album.
Yeah. So that song,
and it's also the song that George
he started but didn't finish.
Yeah, it's like a new George Harrison song.
Yeah. So that's the chords that were on the envelope that Olivia texted me.
Yeah.
And then I deciphered the chords, thought, what does he mean?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he meant. Made the chord sequence and then wrote the melody, which I could hear George humming. That's how it came to be. And the chord sequence, you know, like I said, it's got a few kind of George things. I mean, just a simple, it's in B minor, and then the second chord is F sharp, which is the 5, you know, so 1 to 5. But if you play it, and then the 5, it's got more of a George vibe. So there's little nuances in that song everywhere, actually. The choice of chord voicing was really important. And there's little bits of the melody and the chords which really sound like George. And then the bridge, you go.
So it's Indian flavor. Like
it's got Indian flavor.
Yeah.
So I think that song's got a, you know, it's obviously a lot of George, and then the sounds that he liked, the Indian kind of sound, and obviously it's got jazz and blues in that song as well.
Yeah.
And the thing about that song, it was recorded on the 3 guitars that we used on that session. So I did the intro on the Rickenbacker 12 string.
Which that Rickenbacker actually apparently was the first 12-string electric Rickenbacker ever made.
Right, okay.
And they made it for John Lennon.
Okay.
And they gave it to him, and he didn't want it. He said, give it to George.
Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know that.
I read about this. So George had that guitar. It was famously used in A Hard Day's Night and many other tracks. But, that's the guitar that was used for the intro. And,
that when you hear that track on that guitar, it sounds, to me, it sounds so kind of Beatles. It sounds like Beatles. Yeah. And I got it up at... And it's just really beautiful.
Yeah.
So I used that Rickenbacker on the intro and the outro of that song. I played the melody on the J160, which really cuts through.
Yeah.
And then we used the Ramirez as well for some, chords.
So you have all 3 guitars.
So all three guitars are on that track, and it's the track which was. Basically, the chords are from George and the melodies from me, so it's kind of like a brand new song.
Beautiful,
which is really cool.
It's beautiful.
So that's the
opening. That's the title track.
It's the title track. It's the opening track. It kind of sets the scene, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.